Hello and welcome again. Now, we'll talk about if-else statement with separate conditions. We have some restrictions in this one, and then what is that? We will not be using and, and we will not be using else if. Okay, so these are the two conditions that we will follow. No and, no else if. We can only use if else, and we can have some nested if else as well. So our goal is that we have some conditions here. If the value is Jersey number is between 90 and 99, then I can say, okay, I'm in the range of 90 and 99. If it is in 40 and 59, so I will have to say that I'm in 40 and 59. If it is below 40, then I say out of low range. If it is below 90, that is in the middle range. Okay, so this is the goal. Now so we will use one condition with if statements. One condition means we are not going to use and. Okay, and then we will use nested if else block only. Means we are not going to use and, we are not going to use else if. So we have something like that. So let's try this option. So we'll go with the first one. So what we'll say is, okay, if j number, so first of all, we'll say j number is equal to, we can give any number, for example, say 89. And now I'm going to write my if statement. If j num is between 90 and 99. So I can only have one condition. So I'm going to say is bigger than 90. Okay, so I cannot use any other condition. So I have to go for the next part here. I can say, okay, if this is true, then I have to check for the next condition. Since I cannot use and, so I have to go here. I'll come here and I can say if j num is less than or equal to 99. Okay, so instead of using and, I'm using nested if statement. So if within an if. So if that is the case, then I would say, okay, I want to print what I want to print. I want to print something like that. I am between 90 and 99. So like that. Okay, if this is not the case, then what I have to say? I have to say if it is not like that, if it is um, above 90 and it is not less than 99, so means it is above 99. So if that is the case, I can say, okay, let me print here. I'm outside the upper range. Huh? So I'm saying I am outside the upper range. So that's it. Now, if that is done, then I will go for the next statement. I'll say, okay, if it is not 90, okay, we are done with that part. Now we'll go for the else part, else, and then I have another condition. What is that? If j num, okay, if j num is greater than equal to 40, okay, and we have another condition, so I cannot use and, so I have to go to the next line and I put another if condition, j num is less than equal to 59. If that is the case, then I should print, then I should print something like that. What is that? I am in range. I'm in range 40 to 59 because it is bigger than 40 and less than 59. So if it is not true, then I can go for the else part and I can say, okay, I can say what I can say. Print, I am in middle range. Okay, if I am in middle range. So I'm not in, I'm greater than 40. Okay, I'm greater than 40 and I'm not less than 59. So if not less than 59, I'll come here because, and then basically I'm in between somewhere 67, 77. So basically I'm below 90. Huh? So that's it here. And then if it is not the case, then else I can say, if it is greater than 40, if it is not, and if it is 30 or 20, then I am in the lower range. So I'm going to say else I am in the out of lower range. So I'll say out of lower range like that. So let's try that. Let's try that. So it is 89. So I'm expecting I should be somewhere here. Okay. So let's run it. How to execute. So I can say execute open dot read. Okay. And then the program name is 04.py and run it. So I'm in the middle range. Okay. Let's dissect this part. Is 89. 89 is bigger than 89 is bigger than 90? No. So it will jump to the else part and then it will say, okay, it is bigger than 40? Yes. It is less than 59? No. Then it will go to the else part and that is I'm in the middle range. Okay. So that is what we got. I'm in the middle range. Now, if I say I'm having like 95, this time I should be somewhere here. Okay. Yeah, I'm in the range 90 and 95. Okay, so for example, if I'm having something like 100, so this time I should come somewhere here. I'm in outside the range. So let's go and try. Oh, I'm in the outside the upper range because 100 is more than 90 and less than 99. No, not less than 99. It is not. So it will come to the else part and it will display this part. And if it is 30, okay, let's try. If it is 30, J number is 30. So 30 is bigger than 40? No. So it will directly jump to the else part out of lower range. So let's try that. Oh, out of lower range. Okay, so this is done. So for example, if I'm having something like 55, if J number is 55, and I just click here. So if it is 55, yeah, it is more than 40. It is less than 59, yes. So comes inside here. Okay. So, and if it is like 67 or 60, okay, then I should be in the middle range. So try now. Yes, I'm in the middle range. So that is how we can write the if statement without using and without else if. Guys, this is very interesting. These two conditions, basically, these are the and. J number is bigger than 90 and J number is less than 90. But we are not using and, so that is why we are having nested if within an if statement. So if you have two if statements together, basically this is and. We are not using else if, so okay, that's fine. So for this one, we have an else statement, and for this if statement, we have this else statement. So that's it for now, and we have a solution available on the next page. And this is the same solution that we have already, we have written the code. Now we do have another example. We have to determine the letter grades written, so a student can get marks from 0 to 100, and based on this part, we can based on these conditions, we can print the grades of the students. So we can do this thing in two ways. Okay, we can do this thing in two ways. Explicit range check. Okay, and we will be using AND. So AND will be used for, then we are checking both. Explicit means we have to check both 90 and less than or equal to 100. Okay, so is bigger than equal to 80 and less than equal to 89. So that is why we are saying explicit mean we will be using AND. Okay, so this is one thing. We'll be solving this problem again by implicit range check. Means without using AND. So this is without using AND. So without using AND, we'll be using if else statement in both solutions. Okay, that is so we are allowed this time. We are allowed to use else if statement. So we'll be using the reader in any input. So we'll be reading the input from the users from the screen, and that's it. So let's try that. So what we'll be doing is marks. Okay, I can say just M. M is equal to, I'm reading the, I don't know what's the marks. So I can say enter marks. And by the way, these marks will be stored in M as a string. So I have to make it integer. So I can use the integer function. There you go. Now I have to check if marks is greater than equal to 90 and marks is less than equal to 100. Then print A. Okay, colon is required here. Huh? And similarly, now I will be using else if. Okay, else if marks is greater than 80 and less than or equal to 89, then print B. Okay. Similarly, we can go for the else if is bigger than equal to 70 and less than equal to 79. The grade is C. And then we will have again bigger than 60 and less than equal to 69. The grade is D. And else if, oh, there's no else if now. If it is less than 60, so I can say if M is less than, oh, for sure it will be less than 60, yeah? So I don't have to put any condition here. So if it is bigger than 60, no else part, then it should be F. There you go. So I don't have to say else if, I have to say else. So that's it for now. Let's try that. I can clear the screen and then I can say execute this program and marks. So if I say I have a marks like 95, I should get A. If I say I have like 80, then it should be B. If I'm having 75, it should be C. And if I have like 64, then it is D. And if it is like less than 60, like 55, it is great, is F. So that is how we solve this problem by using explicit range check. Okay, so if I go to the next screen, I got the solution, and you see here, we are having the same code with and explicit. So we are having explicit range check. Okay, now, so if I go for the implicit, implicit is like without using the and. So that will be interesting if I just remove this and. So I know if it is bigger than 90, then for sure it is less than 100 as well, okay? Uh, so because marks are always up to 100, huh? And if it is bigger than 80, then for sure is less than 90, huh? Less than 90 mean 89, because this is, if it is bigger than 90, 89, then it will fall in this part. So we don't have to check the next condition. So similarly, if I go up there, if it is bigger than 70, then for sure it is less than 80, huh? Because if it is equal to 80 or more than 80, then it should be falling here. So that is what we will say. And now we can try even, okay? So this is what we call implicit, without using and. And then with a single condition we are working. So I can clear that part and I can say execute. So 91, A, okay. 89, 89. 89. If it is more than 90, it will be A. So if it is more than 80, for sure it is less than 90, because if it is equal to 90, it should be here, Will. No? So between 80 and 89, it will be B. Okay, how about try again 80? I am getting B. Similarly, if I go for 75, I got C. If I go for 64, I got D. And if I go for 55, then for sure it is coming as F. So that is how we uh, develop a code with implicit range checking. You see, implicit range checking means without and. And this is the solution. This is the solution for that, you see. So we are just checking the lower limit, huh? And rest and the will be taken care by the orders, huh? Because of this order, it will automatically take care of the other range. So that's it for now. Hope to see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.